What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, we are about to film a get ready with me. It has been a very long time since I've done a full-blown get ready with me on my channel, so I just wanted to sit down and kind of chat it up with you guys, see what's going on. So in front of me I have everything that I'm using. This is mostly high-end. I'm using the Jackie Aina palette again. I've only done one tutorial using this palette, and I really feel like it has a lot of really good fall-ish colors. So we're going to try to create a little, fall inspired look. It's going to be a little bit more subtle. As you can see, I'm looking very cash today, so I'm not going full-blown glam, but we're going to get there. We'll see what happens, because every time I say what I'm thinking of, it ends up being the complete opposite. So let's get into it. All right, so I went on ahead, my skin primed, prepped, ready. The last time I went out, I did a combination of my two Fenty foundations, and I really loved the way it turned out. I think I told you guys in my foundation review of the hydrating that I got a darker shade, and this is more of my winter shade, and right now I'm right up in the middle. So we're gonna mix up a fall shade. So I did a pump of each of these. So yeah. So what has been new? I know if you are a loyal watcher of mine, that's no shade, but if you're somebody that watches my videos quite frequently, you will see that I have been kind of dipping my foot in some different video types. I'm kind of inching towards my channel becoming more lifestyle and not just beauty. As much as I love beauty related stuff, I don't know, I just haven't been extremely drawn to all that's out there. I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this Morphe. So I don't know, I'm kind of playing around, seeing what works. But I'll tell you what, as difficult as beauty videos are to not necessarily film, but to edit, filming planner videos in specific has posed quite a challenge with me, because I didn't realize how much setup was required. So I don't know. I only have a few videos that are planner related, but hopefully you guys are liking the new content. It's something that I love doing, so I'm hoping that you guys also find interest, or maybe that I pull in more people that do enjoy a wide range of content coming from one channel. And I thought about doing another channel specific for my planner stuff, but I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Do you think it's a good idea for me to just create a planner-based channel, or what? Foundation is down. Did not need the whole 2 pumps, but that's fine. Let's do these brows. So yeah. So today would have been a normal day in the salon. For those who don't really know, I am a hairstylist. Have been so for about 10 years. But today, it's a dead day. I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. It's raining outside. Anytime there's terrible weather, everybody's can I reschedule? And I totally feel them, because I would rather be at home creating this. So yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna bore you with my brows. I'll be back. And we back. Okay, so forget what I was saying. I don't know what I was talking about. So anywho, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? putting this foundation down on it. All right, so I don't know. So as we are approaching, well, I guess we're like full blown in fall, right? Right. We're here. So I don't know. As fall is approaching, or is here, has arrived, I'm realizing that now is the time of like settling in, going within. Fall, when I think of fall, I think of going within. I don't think of like going out per se and doing the most and whatnot. I see it more as a time of reflection and like trying to like reevaluate and like make plans for the future. So as I say that, well, I say that to say I was looking at my vision board today, and while I had some things on there that I actually accomplished and completed, I realized there were a lot of ideas that I thought that I had for myself that I wasn't really relating with anymore. So like I told you guys before, I was having like kind of some issues or some thoughts as to whether or not I wanted to continue even doing YouTube. I don't have a very popular channel at all, and that alone can be extremely discouraging, because when I feel like I'm putting in all this work, and not that I don't enjoy what I'm doing, because I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy it. I hope this isn't in the way. Where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go into Ginger. While I'm enjoying what I'm doing, it can be very, very annoying watching or paying attention to the numbers game. I should say that. Like, I watch some of the more popular girls, or I watch people who are up and coming that have like these crazy numbers, and then I look at a channel like mine and I'm like, what can I do to like improve upon this? Should I continue on? Should I like start a brand new channel? Should I like completely revamp everything? Whoa, that's extreme. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And I'm not like unappreciative of, you know, the people that do take the time to watch my channel, but I'm also like, what can I do to like really make everything pop, make it worth it? Because again, like I said, like I'm like making a plan or trying to line out what my life is going to be like in the next 3 years, and I don't want to be behind the chair. I don't want to be doing hair in 3 years. So I'm trying to look at my options, figure out like, okay, if I'm not going to do hair anymore, what else can I do? I know for me and my family, we've been thinking about getting a homestead. I really want to live out in the country. I don't think suburban life is for me at all. I'm taking edges now. And that's just kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I'm tired of, you know, the politics of living in like a up and coming, thriving, you know, neighborhood. It's exhausting. So we're ready to like kind of take control over our lives and, you know, really be more sustainable and whatnot. And I know for me that also means that I'm not about to be at work constantly, because there's a lot of work that goes into owning a homestead. We plan on having animals. I plan on having a big, beautiful garden, and all of that stuff takes time. So I'm trying to figure out other ways that I can create an income for myself and be more relying, or be able to stay at home, ultimately, is what I'm saying. And let's just be real, sis is 32 years old, and I have never worked a real job before. Like, all right, camera cut off, battery died. Anyways, like I was saying, when I say I haven't worked a real job before, I mean, like, I've waitressed while I was going to hair school, and then I was behind the chair ever since then. So I haven't worked anything outside of my field. And I don't really consider, and maybe this is dead wrong, and maybe I'm like minimizing what I do, but I don't consider my job to be a real job. I get to have fun all day. I get to, you know, help women feel their best, look their best, so on and so forth. You know, it's easy money. It's easy, you know, it's just an easy job for me. Like, it comes naturally. It's never been something that I had to work like extremely hard at as far as like the technical part of it. Like, obviously owning and running a business is work. But for me, like, it just doesn't feel like work because I like what I do. But at the same time, with that same token, as much as I love what I do, I know that my body can't handle doing this forever. All right, I'm gonna take credit, kind of create a wing. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I just know that I can't do that forever. And I really want to, like, if I'm gonna do breaking work, I'd rather it be for the benefit of my family, which is why the whole, you know, homesteading thing just, it seems more desirable for me. And I get great joy of, you know, out of being able to care for my family in that way. So I don't know. These are just my thoughts. But yeah, like I said, I would love to be able to do YouTube as a way of making money, but I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. And I feel like this is like kind of all over the place. Maybe it's not all over the place. I don't know what lid color I want to go for. Let's go for Soleil. Soleil is like more of like the inner corner, but I can't really use this as an inner corner. Well, I guess I could, but let me know what you guys think. Like, as far as the continuation of this channel, I tend to get a lot more views on my lock journey, which is great because, you know, it's authentic and it's organic. But I mean, I don't know how often I can update you guys because I don't retwist my hair often. I don't really use a ton of different products. I don't really manipulate, like, outside of, you know, just pulling it up like today. I don't manipulate my hair much. I don't go to the salon to like get any like fun styles or anything. So you guys, like, I need y'all to help me out. I need y'all to tell me what y'all want to see from my channel. What do y'all want to watch? What will y'all actually watch? Because I feel like I make certain videos and they get no views. And it's, like I said, it could be just discouraging. I don't like this numbers game. I like things to just be organic. I don't want to feel like I'm like marketing myself and I'm like, you know, trying to lure people in with clickbait and, you know, these titles. It's just like so many different things, like this algorithm that, like, you know, really sets certain people up to thrive. Like people who want to do that and, like, you know, care about, you know, doing that type of thing. I don't know. Maybe I just don't care. Is that wrong? It may be wrong if I really want to create a business out of this. So maybe I should care a little bit more. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I want to go into credit a little bit more and do a little bit. There we go. I don't think I'm not putting on any lashes. I'm not doing all of that. This is actually a little bit more than I even planned on doing, but that's fine. It'll tone itself down. So let's move on to the rest of this face. I'm using the Fenty concealer. Have you guys ever felt like you just needed to like shift the trajectory? Have you ever felt like you needed to just switch some things up? I'm not going to be trying to use big words. How about that? I can really suck with words sometimes. It's totally fine. I'm human, right? But that's kind of where I am. I just feel like I need to make a change. Like, whether it's with my work life, my home life is great. Everything is like hope and static around here, but you know, with work, just trying to figure out like what works with this channel. Like, should I continue? Like, what am I doing? I know this is in the way. I'm sorry. I just need to see what I'm doing for a second. Oh, another thing that's going on with me. So like, I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but that was one of the things that was on my vision board. So last year, when I created my vision board, one of the things that I had on there was, or no, was it last year or this year's? Maybe last year's vision board had that I wanted to look into yoga teacher training. So I thought maybe I was wishing too big last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year because I don't think that's on there. It's over here. I don't think that's on there. So I just vowed that I would create that routine for myself, that I would do yoga more, at least once a week, twice a week, or at least stretch. So I stretch daily. It's not necessarily like an extended practice or anything, but like there are some stretches that like I constantly go back to because I have like back and shoulder issues. So that's just my jam. But the other day, I don't know, I just woke up with this really strong urge to like look into the yoga teacher training. And previous to that, and this may become a little more woo-woo for some people, but I kept on seeing synchronicities and like numbers that were repeating themselves and like just little thoughts that would come and pass. So I just finally was like, I just put it out there. God, what are you trying to tell me? Like, what is happening? What are these thoughts? What are all of these symbols? Like, what does this mean? And so when I woke the next morning, which was, I believe it was Monday. Today is Wednesday. I just had yoga teacher training on my mind. Like, now is the time. Like, now you need to go on ahead and start really looking into it and preparing for it. So, I don't know. I woke up and I was like, all right, this is what I'm doing. So, I reached out to a girl whose classes I go to, and I didn't get a response back right away, and I felt like that was kind of by design, not by her. I don't think that she was shading me at all because everybody has their own lives and everything that they have going on, but I feel like I was meant to do my own research basically and go based off of, you know, how I felt about these different training classes or locations or whatever. So there's one place that's nearby my house, but I've never been there. I've never been to that studio before. So I didn't really, I don't know, like something about it just was like, I don't know. But then there's one place in my city that's like pretty well known. It's been around for a really long time, a little bit more reputable. And so they had a informational meeting that's going to be happening in December. So I went on ahead and signed up for that. So I will be going to get more information, and I am so excited. So usually they start classes like in the spring and then in the fall. So the fall courses already began. I'm using my beloved Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. It's been, you know, I almost forgot about this and how much I liked it. So I've been trying to go back to some old faves. Anywho, so yeah, I went on ahead and registered for the informational meeting. So I'm like super pumped about that. I feel like this was kind of like the start of the nudge that I needed to, like, you know, feel like, okay, I need to make some changes. What can I do now to feel like, you know, I'm doing the right thing and that I'm active in this and that I'm not just sitting around waiting for something to happen. So that has me like super excited. I'm using this ColourPop blush. This is, I believe it's called So Retrograde. Love this. I have been pretty much using this for my everyday face, even when I'm not like doing a whole lot. Like if I just want to put on a little bit of mascara, a little bit of concealer, some powder, and this, oh, it's the bomb. Anyways, so that's also something that like is in the works, and I'm just trying to prepare myself. It's quite expensive, which I didn't realize, but I'm also a cheap ass. So like, you know, there's that. But I feel like with it being like, you know, it gives me some time to like, you know, get everything together, make sure that it's something that I want to do actually, first of all. Ooh. And then also something that I can financially set myself up to do and like work my schedule out and blah, blah, blah. All right, so now what are we doing? Let's go on ahead and put a little bit of something on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take edges, beep, beep, beep. So yeah, that's something that I'm like super excited about. And like when I ran the idea by my husband, like usually like he's like, you know, asking 1,000,001 questions and shit like that. He just really likes to cover his bases too. And like make sure that, you know, not like he's my dad or something, and not like he can change my mind anyways, but like just make sure that it's something that like, you know, it's not like a whim. Like it's not something that I'm just like, hey, we should do this and just like waste time and waste money or whatever. But like something that I actually want to do, because I did that before. Like shit, I'm human. Like when I was going to college, for a second I went back to school for photography. I thought that I was really going to be like into that, and like I wanted to set myself up with that, but that shit didn't work out. That was a big waste of money. So, you know, I understand. And like he's my partner. Like he's like, you know, he's gonna bring me back down to earth if he feels like I'm just kind of like out in the stars. Now let's get some highlight. So I'm gonna use my all-time fave, which I need to get a refill. Can I get a refill? But yeah, so like it was an instant yes from him. So that was like another sign, like clearly like it's something that I've been kind of like bouncing around ideas about for a while. So he's like, yeah, like, duh girl, like you've been talking about this, so do it. So that was really exciting. I'm just hoping that, you know, the schedule works out for me. I mean, it's gonna work out. Let me just put that out there. It's gonna work out. So I'm not even gonna stress out about anything. I'm gonna pop this one in my inner corner. So everything's gonna work out, and I'm gonna start my yoga teacher training, which is gonna inch me further in the direction of getting from behind the chair. Because, and I don't, like I said, I don't want to sound ungrateful for my career. But I can be honest here, right? Can we be honest? Like, servicing people on a daily basis for something that sometimes to others, not for me, but to others can seem extremely superficial, is draining. Especially when my main mission is to get people to see the beauty that they already possess. I feel like, and I've touched on this before with my channel, but I feel like the beauty industry is like one big marketing ploy. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I hate when people come in and they're like, oh, have you tried this product? Have you tried this product? There's always a new product, right? And while some of them are great, you know, whatever, fine. Other ones, it's just completely unnecessary, because I feel like, especially when it comes to like my curly girls, like, I feel like the beauty industry like is like preying on them big time. I feel like there's all these promises of what this product is going to do for you and blah, da, 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 da. And like achieve looser, more defined curls and da, 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 da. And it's not really, it's like the opposite of people embracing what they have. Like, not to say like your hair just has to, like, if your hair is naturally frizzy and a mess, then your hair should be naturally frizzy and a mess at all times. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that I would like to see more people just embrace what they have and not try to manipulate their hair so much. Because in my eyes, less is always more. Like, even when I was doing my own hair, well, when my hair was loose, when I was, you know, wearing my hair curly, I feel like people would always be like, oh, what are you using, da 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 da. And when I tell them, like, you know, the few products that I use, I never really used like a bunch of different types. Like, I went through the phase where I felt like I needed to keep up with, you know, what's new, what's trending, and da 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 da. But then eventually I'm like, all of these things work the same. And maybe they have like a couple different ingredients. It's always like a new oil that they're trying to push and promote. Like when argan oil was the thing for the longest, and then marula oil came in, and then like, you know, coconut oil, and then da 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 da. And I'm like, bruh, like, find something that works, stick to it, remain consistent, maybe switch up, you know, seasonally when you need a little bit more moisture or whatever. And boom. Like, to me, it just seemed like it could all be so simple. It does not have to be like a big deal with all these different products. But that's just me. And that's why I'm locked and not, you know, loose natural anymore, because I was tired of having people coming in like, I love your curls. I want my curls to be like yours. But I'll be like, sis, you don't have my hair. I'm not saying that that's a good or a bad thing, but embrace what you have. I don't know. I feel like people end up doing more harm than good when they're like all hung up on texture. That's just my spiel. So it's exhausting, is what I'm saying. It's exhausting. Camera cut off. Anywho, all I was saying was, you know, my job can be very stressful at times. I completed the look. The only thing that you guys missed was the lip gloss. I used Moonchild by ColourPop. But anywho, so all in all, I feel like the main, you know, the main message of this video was, I feel like a shift happening. I feel like change is coming for myself. So if you guys feel the same way, please let me know. What changes do you see happening for yourself? Or do you feel like you feel a shift, but you're also kind of confused like myself? What is your plan of action? Like, we need action, sis. Like, we need to take these steps to better ourselves and make sure that we are living more fulfilled lives. So I would love to hear what's going on with you guys down in the comments below. Make sure that you take the time to do so. If you enjoyed this video, please hit this with a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it a lot. And please let me know what you guys would love to see. I'm getting off of here. So thank you guys again. Until the next one, peace out.